Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, we're ready for the event.
Douglas Intermediate Elementary School, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Kelly Graveson at Douglas Intermediate Elementary School. How do you hear me?
Hi, Kelly, loud and clear. Welcome to the International Space Station and the Expedition 36 crew. We're glad to be with you in Massachusetts today.
Thank you so much for the honor of speaking with us. Before I introduce the first student, I wanted to let you know that some of us saw astronaut Stephen Bowen on Friday, and he said to say hello to all of you, and that, Chris, you need to get your hair cut again. I'd like to introduce Erin with our first question.
Hi, my name is Erin Korea, and I'm in 7th grade. My question is for Chris. What shocked you the most about being in space?
Hi, Aaron. That's a fun question to think about, and I'd have to say it's how awkward it is to what to do with your hands when you sleep. When you try to sleep in space, you really don't know where to put your hands, and that's a funny feeling to get used to. There's also some serious answers I could give you, but on the last week of school, you probably want to hear about how funny it is to deal with our hands when we try to sleep.
Hi, my name is Ryan Dixon, and I'm in 6th grade. This question is for Karen. And what is your favorite time of day in space?
Hi, Ryan. Actually, there are a lot of favorite times. It's fun all the time here. Even when we're working, the time is enjoyable. But I have to say, it is nice to be able to take the time and look down at our Earth and take pictures. It's just something, obviously, that you don't get to do when you're on the Earth, see it from that vantage point. So of all the favorite times, I think that is my most favorite.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Payne. My question is for Luca, and what does it feel like when you first wake up in the morning?
So that's a very good question, because in space, we only get fatigued when we're doing something very physical, like working out or running on our treadmill, lifting weights in our special machine. The rest of the time, your body is floating about, is really rested. So when I wake up in the morning, I feel completely rested, and I'm just ready for another day here on the station.
Hi, my name is Kylie LaFortune, and I'm in 7th grade. My question is for Chris. What is the most difficult task to do in space?
Well, I think the most difficult task is the one you're doing right then, right now. Because any given time up here in space, we could do something that could possibly hurt ourselves, or more frequently do something incorrect to the space station. So it's really hard when you have to focus like that all day long. So trying to put all that together and not make mistakes is a job that we work on every single day, and that's probably the most difficult thing, is to stay focused the whole entire time we're up here, so that we can do our best and keep the space station in a good healthy spaceship that it is currently.
Hi, my name is Nolan Beckwith. I'm in 6th grade, and my question is for Karen. If you had the opportunity, would you like to live in space for the rest of your life?
Well, space certainly is a very magical place, and I think I could spend a long, long time here, and even longer if I could bring my family here with me, my husband and my son and my dog. I would love to have my dog here too. So it would be hard to live here for the rest of my life without the things that I love dearly, like those that I mentioned. But space itself is it's fantastic living here. It's so easy moving around. What would be hard is living here for many, many years and then going back to Earth where there's gravity. Your body would certainly adapt to there being no gravity, and I think you would have a hard time living on Earth again then.
Hi, my name is Kylie Blake. I'm in the 8th grade, and my question is for Luca. How did you become Abigail Harrison's mentor, and what is it like having her act as your Earthbound liaison?
Well, that's an interesting question. So I was attending a shuttle launch as part of my training, as a matter of fact, and at the airport, this young girl that must have been about your age at the time asked me if I was an astronaut. She recognized me from a picture. And I said, yes, I'm an astronaut. And she introduced herself, and she told me that she was very passionate about space. And her passion was so much that she gave me an interview, and I was surprised how mature and enthusiastic she was. I was smitten. And so I thought, hey, if you keep training like this, maybe one day you will be an astronaut and I will be your instructor. And we just, from that conversation, it just became this mentorship-mentee relationship. And to have her as my Earth liaison I think is a very cool thing, because she can use the language of kids her own age when I can't, because I'm 36 and I'm Italian, so she can speak like a 15-year-old American girl, and I think it's a great way to communicate what dreams can do if you follow them with passion and with your desire and your will to do well.
Hi, my name is Jared Aya, and I'm in the 7th grade, and my question is for Chris. What are the immediate effects of weightlessness on the body?
Well, the immediate effects, right when you get to space, you notice the fluid shifting around in your body. We have to pee out a bunch of extra fluid, and some moves up to your head, so you get some stuffiness in your sinuses, and your nose kind of runs for maybe a day or two, and then that kind of goes away as your body gets more used to it. And then over a period of a few weeks, your legs get used to not having the weight on them. Like Luca was saying, your muscles kind of can rest for a while. So what I've noticed is tightness and stiffness in my leg muscles that I really need to pay attention to when we do our exercises, and to stretch a little bit, because I can really tell that they're getting tight.
Hi, my name is Ben Landry, and I'm in the 6th grade. My question is for Karen. What are some of the physical requirements for becoming an astronaut?
One of the main things is to be very healthy, especially when we're spending a long amount of time up on the space station, because even though we're all trained to take care of small medical problems, if there was a major medical problem, we would have to take a Soyuz home and end our mission early. And so being very healthy is one of the main requirements, but also exercising. We exercise over 2 hours every single day to maintain our bone strength and our muscle strength. And so being that healthy when you're on the ground on Earth helps when you need to exercise on orbit. And plus, just being healthy, having a healthy body maintains a healthy mind, I believe.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Sedelis. I'm an 8th grader. My question is for Luca. What types of workouts do you do in space?
So, just going back to what Karen just said, we work out about 2 hours every day. So we have 3 kinds of machines here on orbit that we can use. One is a sort of a bicycle. The only difference is that we don't have a seat and we don't have handles, because in space you float, so all you have to do is strap into your pedals and start pedaling. And that, for me, is actually the hardest exercise, because it's a very hard, it's really hard on your muscles and on your heart. The second machine that we use is a treadmill. And it's fantastic, because what we do, we have this vest that we wear with bindings, so that we can simulate gravity and stay put when we run on this treadmill, and we can vary the speed so that to exercise our legs and our heart at different levels. And the third machine is called ARED, is a resistive device. With that, even though we are in weightlessness here, we can simulate weights. And so we can lift weights. We can do squats and shoulder press and bench pressing. Basically, most of the exercises that we do on the ground, we manage to do here on orbit, so that we can keep our body healthy.
Hello, my name is Josh Sear, and I'm a 7th grade student. My question is for Chris. What is your favorite part about being an astronaut?
Well, this is going to sound a little silly, but that answer is being in space. I've been an astronaut for, I guess, 10 years now, and I've been in space for 2 times. The first time was 2 weeks, and this time has been about 2.5 months and counting up till the end, which will be about 6 months up here. But if you add all that together, that's not a very big chunk out of 10 years. So we, as astronauts, really look forward to the time when we can actually be in space. Now, what do we do on the ground? We train for our own missions, or we work in a supporting role for other missions that are going on, either in mission control or helping with equipment or meetings and that sort of thing. And then outreach and get to go talk to groups like you guys in person. Maybe after this mission, I'll come back and I'll be in the Massachusetts, New England area, and I'll go to schools just like yours. So those are some of the things we do. But in all honesty, it's we really, really cherish the times that we can be up here in space, floating around like this.
Hi, my name is Lauren Casper, and I'm in 8th grade. This question is for Karen. How do you wash your long hair in space?
She doesn't.
Well, I've been getting that question a lot. I wash my hair about twice a week, and I leave it out kind of like this, like it is now. And we have some no-rinse shampoo, which I like to use water with. I don't want to use just the shampoo. And so I squirt some of the shampoo onto my scalp, and I rub it in real good. Sometimes I'll take a washcloth to help rub it in, and then I'll squirt some warm water and kind of work it out to the tips of my hair, and then scrub a little more, and then take a dry towel and dry it, comb it, and voila, clean hair.
Hi, my name is Natalie Fenoff. I'm in the 6th grade. My question is for Luca. When you were younger, were you interested in science, technology, engineering, and math? Or did you find other subjects more interesting?
So I thought you were going to ask me how I shampoo my hair, but I guess that's not very interesting. So when I was a kid, this may sound cheesy, but I did really like science and technology, and since I was a kid, as a matter of fact, I remember reading comic books where the main guy was an inventor, and he always invented things, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. It was this kind of wizard technician. So that really got me into science as a kid, and then I actually went to a scientific high school, which is in the Italian school system is a way to get really close to science, even at the high school level, and I just always liked it. And of course, when you talk about science, science, engineering, technology, all those things really go together, and of course math is sort of like the glue that keeps it all together. So yes, the short answer is yes. I was very interested in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Hi, my name is Daniela Damasio. I'm in 6th grade. My question is for Chris. What kind of experiments are you currently performing on the ISS?
Well, there's several types, some that are just going on all the time that we really don't interact with. Some of those are outside the space station and a few inside here as well. And there's a handful that we activate, and then they run on their own. And then a few that we are active participants in each time the experiment goes. And an example of those are medical experiments, perhaps with ultrasounding of our spines or various other things. And then one of the ones that I've been doing a lot has to do with combustion and safety properties of different materials. And we have, just off to our left here, there's a glove box, a research glove box, where we, in a controlled environment, ignite certain materials and see how it resists to combustion. And that's really been a fun thing for me to do, because what guy, kid, person doesn't enjoy playing with fire in space or on Earth? So that's a lot of fun. And then a really nice experiment also has been with fluid flow and figuring out different shapes of containers that can move fluid without a pump just by the shape of the container. Those have been really interesting experiments for me to participate in.
Hello, my name is Sarah Calkins, and I'm in 7th grade. I have a question for Karen. What is one good thing and one bad thing about being an astronaut?
It's easy to say the good things. The one good thing, we get to fly in space. Like Chris was talking about earlier, just being here is absolutely fantastic. This is an opportunity that very few people on our planet Earth get, and we are very, very fortunate to be some of the lucky few. One of the bad things, it requires time away when our training, time away from home and your family, and then obviously now, not unlike folks in our military that have to spend time away from their families. So I think that would be the least the worst thing about being an astronaut, is having to be away from home.
Hello, my name's Althea Smith. I'm an 8th grader, and my question is for Luca. How much time do you spend on the computer or using social media?
So I'm not much of a computer geek, honestly. So I only picked up the social media thing in recent years when I became an astronaut, and I thought that this is such a unique experience that it would be wasted if I didn't share it with as many people as I could. And I took it as a personal mission to show people that we are normal people. We are very privileged to have a very cool job, and so I started. Being active on the computer and social media. Here on the station, we are very busy. It's incredible how time flies. So we only spend, I can only spend about half an hour throughout the whole day, about half an hour on the computer, trying to update my status and keep people up with what we are doing here on the station, and to post pictures of the Earth, which is the most magnificent sight I've ever seen.
Hi, my name's Nicole Thackerberry. I'm in 7th grade, and this question's for Chris. What is your favorite part about living in microgravity?
Let's see. I think just getting used to how lightly you can push and go places. When I first got here, I wanted to push really hard, and feeling like I needed to use the same amount of force that you use on Earth to walk somewhere, for instance. And as I've been here longer, it's really been neat to to experiment with just how little you can push off and go places. And just imagine if in the room that you're sitting right now, instead of all of you on your chairs in your gymnasium or auditorium, everyone's floating around and crashing into each other in that room. How fun it would be. And that's kind of how it is up here. We have crashes. Right now we're very calm and coordinated in front of you. But when the camera's off, we come crashing in and have to get used to traveling up here in zero gravity. So that's the most fun thing, is just floating around.
Hi, my name is Megan Briggs. I'm in 8th grade, and my question is for Karen. Since you and your husband are both astronauts, do you think that your son, Jack, would want to be an astronaut too, and would you want him to be?
Well, Jack right now is 3 years old, so it's really hard to say what he's going to end up doing. We're getting indications that he is technically minded to some degree, but that's kind of hard to tell by a 3-year-old. But my hope for him is that he finds something that he's passionate about, whatever it is, whether it be space or something else. Space to him might become such an ordinary thing that he doesn't find it the same, the same passion about it that I did when I was a kid. So like I said, my hope for him is that he finds something that he's passionate about and that he finds the drive to work hard at it, and we'll be there to help him as much as we can in whatever he chooses to do.
This is Kelly Gravison again. I just wanted to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy and important schedules to talk to us. Chris or Karen or Luca, we'd love to have you come visit us in Douglas anytime. We'll set it up. And we wish you luck as you continue your mission, and we look forward to your safe return home.
Thank you very much, Kelly, and everybody there in Douglas. We really appreciate it. And you guys have a fantastic summer. Congratulations on finishing the school year. Bye-bye.
Station, this is Houston ACR. Thank you. That concludes the event.
Thank you, Douglas Intermediate Elementary School. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.